And now tonight's tip line investigation. It involves the largest online retailer in the world, Amazon. The retail giant became what it is today partly due to a network of small retailers who sell their products using Amazon's merchant platform. And as one of those local retailers discovered, one mistake and they could lose everything.
Good to see you again.
See you. Michael Waite lives in Santa Barbara, but sells his products all over the world through Amazon. His business, Diamond Hands Trading, was going so well, Waite's father decided to invest some of his retirement money. But a paperwork error brought everything to a screeching halt on May 3rd of this year.
They came back and said I manipulated documents, which I did, and that was my mistake 100%, that I manipulated documents, and so they're closing my account.
Waite says the mistake happened because he didn't understand the Amazon system, and he couldn't get anybody at Amazon to help him. So he turned to the internet.
Welcome to video 2 in our Amazon Seller Central series.
Where we will be creating a Seller Central account
so that you can sell products on Amazon.
Hello. Welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below.
And I went on to YouTube and started doing some research, watching videos from people that are supposed to be major sellers on Amazon.
First thing that you're going to want to do.
And they're stating that this happens all the time. And so here's a website you can go to. You just put in your information and it creates the invoice for you, and then you send that into Amazon.
Log in to Amazon Seller Central with your...
However, Waite discovered that advice was bad, really bad.
And so what I found out now is there's something called retail arbitrage. So what I was doing was retail arbitrage. I'm buying from the retailer at a very discounted price and then reselling it to the consumer, paying taxes. The consumer pays taxes again, so...
Which is not allowed, and that's why Amazon froze his account and almost $100,000 of his money.
Amazon Seller
But Waite says that money had nothing to do with the paperwork mistake.
It seems unbelievably unfair that a company can just literally take $100,000 and say, you made a mistake over here, we're taking all of that from you, and you can't talk to anybody about it. Yes, I have.
Waite says he's proven to Amazon that he just made a dumb mistake, and his sellers' performance ratings are perfect.
Sending them everything they ask for over and over and just getting the same auto reply messages with no humanity behind it, just nope, sorry.
Waite says other Amazon retailers told him to just give up because the contract says he cannot sue Amazon.
This behemoth that is Amazon, where to them this amount of money is nothing, but to me this is my entire life. It's ruining relationships in my family.
Waite says a 74-year-old father does not need the stress, and there is a lot of stress. At one point, Waite started getting messages from people claiming to be former Amazon employees. We're not identifying them because we couldn't reach them for comment. One person wrote to Waite in broken English that he has an insider source in the U.S., the UK, and India who can fix Waite's problem and then blame it on a system error. The man also writes that he can reinstate Waite's account in 48 hours if Waite pays £1,500, a ransom of sorts. Waite responds, "Thank you, but I will continue to try and get it fixed the legitimate way." The man then tells Waite if he refers friends, he'll only charge £800. Another person claiming to be a former Amazon employee from Pakistan also wrote to Waite claiming that he could help. Waite decided to contact the News Channel 3 tip line instead. We looked over Waite's documentation and contacted Amazon. We wanted to know why Amazon was keeping Waite's $100,000 and if it knew about the ransom offers from people claiming to have contacts inside Amazon. An Amazon spokesperson agreed to look into it. Almost 3 weeks later, Amazon reactivated Waite's account and released his $100,000.
With your help and everything else, I was able to actually get my funds released, pay off all of that debt, and now I'm back in the clear.
How does it feel?
Feels amazing. Like even just talking about it right now, I'm probably starting to blush just because I feel so good about it.
Thank you. You're
really
welcome.
Appreciate it very much.
And Amazon kept his money for 115 days. Now, Waite says he is suing Amazon in small claims court to recover some of the money he lost while Amazon had his $100,000. Amazon declined to comment on Waite's case, but a spokeswoman says they are looking into the so-called ransom demands by the people claiming to be former Amazon employees.